Hello, and to those of you joining for the first time, welcome to my ongoing quest to continue doing it all. This is Espire 1, Mission 1-2, and getting the all-in-one badge on VR operative difficulty. This route was actually a collaboration between me and VR Home Ostrava. So in the beginning, the mission starts as normal, with us going through and using Espire vision to navigate the lasers and get into the mess hall. If you've unlocked the M9 tranquilizer pistol, there is a free clip waiting in there for you to grab it out if you need it later. After the cutscene that plays in front of us, we're immediately going to go to the right, up the stairs, and you're going to want to crouch at the top before you begin climbing this corner and making your way along the roof. From the end there, we're going to go along the spar and back on top one of these big major struts. Now, keeping an eye on the guard walking along the bottom on our right, as well as the guard on the left on the mid-height walkway, we're going to make sure that both of them have their backs turned before sliding down this light display and making our way into the tunnels section. Immediately in the tunnels, we're going to start by going to our right and going through this area where the railing is broken, slowly making our way along to the end of the scaffolding, up the scaffolding, and on this pipe. We can follow this major pipe around and then stand up here to grab a smaller pipe and make our way across to a hanging walkway. You can't quite get in the end of this hanging walkway, so we're going to want to climb around the frame and use that to lower ourselves onto the walkway proper. From here, we can transition to this stone outcropping and continue to walk unimpeded to this other pipe. From here, we can climb across, going over top of the guard and around the corner. Just make sure that you go far enough before letting go, as the top section juts out further than the wall. To the left here, there are some more clips so that we can have more ammunition for the tranquilizer if needed, and when that guard on our right has his back turned, we're going to climb around the inside of this frame and up on top, opening the vent and going through the top section, which is going to deposit us by these trip mines we can deactivate with our repair tool and make our way to the next section. Here we're going to go up the pipe on the left, staying close to the wall. You'll notice that I'm still in the crouching position for most of this run, as crouching makes you less visible when you move or from a distance. We hang back until we find a favorable walk pattern with the guards, making sure not to be close enough to this first guard to accidentally hold him up if we make noise, and then when the guard on top begins to patrol back the other direction, we can make our move, following him along after we've tagged him with the cam, and coming back around, hiding behind this pillar until his patrol pattern takes him back so we can move forwards. Vaulting this incomplete railing, we can deactivate a few more trip mines and make our way up these metal spars and along to the other side. From here, we're going to have a clean shot to the airlock, and this is going to be one of the few places that I will use the fast crouch walk, as fast crouch walk makes you more visible and audible than your regular crouch walk speed. Here we can even run to the end. Just make sure to check the left side to see if there's a guard in that doorway, and if there is, stay close to the wall on the right. Finally, activating the Reach Next Espire units, we're going to grab the ammunition from our tranquilizer gun before we switch Espire models, so that any spare tranquilizer ammunition we have carries over. Then, climbing the wall immediately to our left, we make our way around to use Espire Instinct for the first time and get past the fan. As soon as I flip the switch, I go into crouch and use the regular crouch walk speed to navigate these walkways so that I cross the walkway right over top of this first group of guards. If you cross earlier, there is a chance they may see you. There's a second group that was on the right in that last shot, and finally a third group that comes from the left. Be aware, sometimes the third group will not depart the left doorway, so if you come down here by the generator and climb back up through the generator, staying tight to that section, they should still be unable to see you. Now we can make our way back along the walkway, staying nice and slow and tight to the wall as we make our way around the right, making sure once again to check for a lightly armored guard before going to the software engineering division. In software engineering, we're going to quickly tag all 4 of these guards here before using these boxes as cover to tag the 2 patrolling guards in the hallway. One with no armor and one with light armor. The one with no armor does not patrol to the end of the hallway and turns around first. The one with light armor does make it to the end of the hallway, and that's going to be your chance. Make sure to go for a headshot and use Espire instinct to get the best shot possible before grabbing the body and depositing it somewhere safe. Then, hiding back behind these boxes, we can wait until the guard's patrol pattern reverses again, and you're going to want to tranquilize him right before this gray section at the top of the stairs. This alerts one of the guards inside that section who winds their way around inside and up towards where you tranquilize that guard. Maintain nerves of steel and take the shot when needed, right when that guard is standing over the same place, the sound arising the suspicion of the last guard in that section. Once more, hide the body as you've drawn out the last of those guards, and he makes his own way now through to the hallway, and you line up the same shot once again. After we manage to tranquilize this guard, however, we are not going to need to hide the body anywhere, as we won't be back through this section, instead proceeding to the end of the hall. Keep your cams out, as there are going to be 2 guards that we're going to need to tag that patrol the offices here at the end, and watch them getting a good feel for that patrol pattern. Once you're confident you have the timing down, move out and tranquilize one of the guards as soon as they round the cubicles, looking for the opportunity to hit the next guard early. Make sure that you don't impact their gun and avoid the view of the camera as you move up to neutralize this lightly armored copperhead soldier. Another one is going to be around the corner to the left, but first we're going to deactivate the sentry. This guard is completely stationary, so it should be easy to get the headshot on him from here. The last patrolling guard in this section is one of the ones we tagged originally, and once he's walked past the end of the railing, we can come out and get him in the back quite easily, leaving the path clear for us to avoid the camera, and get the guard at the end of the hallway, making sure to be crouched down on the left hand side of this airlock with our repair tool out, as we're immediately going to deactivate these 3 trip mines and go into slow motion to get first the guard with the light armor and then the guard with the no armor, using this pillar as cover to get close to this 3rd guard. If done correctly, you should be in a point in the patrol sequence of this last guard here that you will be behind him and should get a clean shot. Now, noticing the guard in the lower section is patrolling away, we can go back into a little bit more direct stealth and go back up through the way we came, climbing up the scaffolding and along the pipe. Here though, we're going to stop a bit early as there are some additional guards from when we came through here before, so we're going to hang around this light at the midpoint of the stairs, because there's a guard on a short and quick patrol path at the end, and the lightly armored guard that we saw going to the right before. waiting for that one to pass by and the guard on the shorter patrol path to come and go, we can drop ourselves down immediately using the bit of railing at the end to bring ourselves back up onto this rocky outcropping, and using our good old crouch walk, go back up onto this hanging walkway. From here, continuing to be stealth, we round the corner and use the 2 pipes to get back the way we came. There's an additional guard here patrolling that you should be aware of, and so the best strategy is to get to the end of the pipe, keep an eye on him, and wait for him to reverse his patrol path so you can drop down and make your way to the corner that we popped down from to climb back up and out the airlock. As we go through, we're going to want to stay to the left and get ready to go back up the way we came. However, we should tag the position of both of those guards we were initially concerned of, because we're going to need to watch for that moment in their patrol pattern where they're both going to be out of sight, as either one could notice us while we're climbing back up this backlighting fixture. Making our way back up the component we slid down, when we get to the top, we're actually going to stop immediately to establish where the guard is who patrols the top walkway. Having tagged them, we can try and time it out so that to make sure we're in the most opportune time in their patrol pattern, we cross over top of them as they pass underneath. Continuing on past them, we're going to hit our right at the end and move towards the big red airlock door that's going to mark the end of the level. One final guard to be aware of is going to be one with no armor that patrols along the bottom here. Wait for him to hit the end of his patrol path and reverse direction, giving him a few seconds of a head start before we drop down so that nothing's in our way between us and the all-in-one badge. If you'd like to see the complete video of my run, it's going to be linked in the description below.
Okay, Agent, please stand by.
Objective complete.
Mission success. Congratulations, Agent.